Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down something really interesting, a new project called the Proof of Rhythm League. So, what is it? Well, it's all about building daily habits and growing a community. And we're going to walk through their official launch deck to see exactly how this thing is put together, step by step. Okay, let's kick things off with the core philosophy of this whole system, and it's summed up perfectly right here. The proof is the streak. It's not about some big one-time action or a flash of brilliance. No, it's all about consistency. The real value, the proof, comes from just showing up and doing the thing, day in and day out. So how does this actually work? Well, it all comes down to this core formula. It's kind of like you've got two main ingredients working together. First, there's MapPass. Think of this as your ID and your social layer. It's what helps you connect and organize with everyone else. Then you've got DreamPlay. This is the part that actually creates the currency, the token, and it's all powered by your daily rhythm. So MapPass handles the people, and DreamPlay handles the money they're creating. Simple as that. All right, let's get into our first section, a new kind of league. So what's the big picture? What's the why behind all this? We're about to dive into the core doctrine, the fundamental idea that makes this whole thing run. Okay, so the main idea is actually pretty straightforward. With DreamPlay, you and your community can literally create your own currency. But, what's the point of a currency if you can't do anything with it, right? And that's exactly where MapPass comes into play. It's the bridge to the real world. It builds the system that lets you actually use that currency. It's all about taking this digital thing and making it real. This chart here does a great job of breaking it all down. So, MapPass, think of it like the infrastructure. It's your ID, it's how you get organized into these groups called circles, it's the proof board, and it even handles recovery. Then there's DreamPlay. That's the action. It's your currency and the daily practice you do. So you've got the structure on one side and the activity on the other. Okay, next up, section 2, the goal. We've got the concept down, but what's the actual tangible thing they're building? It's not just an idea. It's about bringing together a very specific group of people with a clear number in mind. And here it is, the magic number, 625. That's the first big goal, to get a core group of 625 people on board. And they're not just called users or anything boring like that. They're rhythm keepers. I mean, that name just nails it, right? It's all about that daily, consistent rhythm. So you might be asking, how do you even get to 625 people? Well, they're not trying to do it all at once. The whole thing is built from the ground up using these small 5-person groups called circles. And the person who starts a circle, they're called a proof of rhythm miner, basically the host. After that, the math is easy. You get 125 of those circles going, and boom, you hit your 625 rhythm keepers. Now, let's talk timing. The rollout is super clear. We are currently in what they call the head start period. Think of it like an open practice session for anyone who wants to get a feel for it. But then the big day is February 6th. That's the official start, or block day 1, as they call it. That's when things get real. And I gotta say, I really like how they word this. They call it a calm fact. It's not about hype, it's not trying to create FOMO or pressure you. It's just a statement. This thing is starting on February 6th, whether you're on board or not. It just shows they're serious and committed to the plan. All right, section 3. We've talked about the structure, we know the goal, but what do you actually do every day as a rhythm keeper? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the rules of the game. So your daily rhythm is basically a 4-step checklist. Super simple. Number 1, you watch a video. 2, you add a little bit of liquidity, which just means you're putting a tiny bit into the group's pot. 3, you buy a bit of your own token, which helps build its value. And finally, number 4, you buy some DPLQ, which is the token for the whole league. Do those 4 things, and your streak continues. But hang on, what if you miss a day? I mean, life happens, right? You get busy, you forget. Well, they thought about that, and the system has this really smart feature built in, and they have the perfect name for it. It keeps it human. And here's how that works. For every 10-day period or block, you get 2 makeup days. This is a game changer. It means you can miss a day, and it's not the end of the world. Your streak isn't broken. The whole point is that a real rhythm has to allow for recovery. It's built right in. Okay, section 4. How does this thing actually grow? Starting with little circles of 5 people sounds great, but how do you get from that to a whole league of hundreds? Well, they've got a pretty clever strategy for that. It's called the fill and fork method. It's designed to be super simple and to spread naturally. First, you fill your circle. You invite a couple of people. Then you fork. You help one of those people start their own circle, and you just repeat. New hosts help create more new hosts, and it just keeps going until you hit that big goal of 125 circles. And this is the really important part. The system is set up to reward you for doing this. The credit you get for sponsoring someone, it follows the person, not just the circle they're in. So let's say you invite someone and they go on to become a host and build their own thing, you still get credit for that. It's a great way to reward the builders of builders, the people who are really helping this thing grow.
Okay, last section. Let's make this super practical. If this sounds interesting to you, what are the exact steps you need to take to get started right now, today, during this Head Start period? So, first things first. You're probably wondering, what's the difference between starting now in the Head Start and waiting for the official start on Feb 6th?
It's actually really simple. Right now, during the Head Start, anyone can play. You just watch the video, do the check-in, and get a feel for it. But once February 6th rolls around, you'll need an official Map Pass ID for your progress to actually count. So you can think of the Head Start as like spring training. It's the practice run before the real season starts.
And here it is, the official checklist for starting today. It's designed to be super easy to follow. Step 1, join a circle, or just start one yourself. Step 2, watch today's video. 3, post a quick check-in. 4, think of 2 or 3 people you'd actually enjoy doing this with, people you can support, and invite them. And 5, just work on filling out your circle by Feb 6th. That's it.
And it all comes down to this one simple action every day, the proof post. This is the exact template you'd use. It's just a little daily signal that you showed up, that you did the work. The entire system, honestly, is built on this one tiny repeatable habit. So really, the only question left to ask is, what kind of rhythm are you going to build?